Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. When I saw Isaac Fayose, brother of the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, on social media, talking about the dwindling fortune of the Naira, I dismissed it. But what he said was important enough for the mainstream media to run with it. And now, the Nigerian government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is thinking in the direction of Fayose, his suggestion that I thought initially was a mere joke. That is what we're going to talk about right now, to make it a public issue of discussion before Tinubu administration totally ruin this economy by this kind of policies and suggestions that are basically going to cause more problem than good, both in the short and in the long run. Welcome. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours. Now, Isaac Fayose, brother of the former Ekiti State Governor, Ayodele Fayose, has charged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to seize domiciliary accounts with above $1,000 to tackle Naira free fall against the dollar. He said, and I quote, "President Tinubu, you have to be wicked. Don't laugh," said Mr. Fayose in a viral video on social media. He continues, and I quote, "If you want dollar to come down, just come on TV. If you want dollar to come down, just come on TV and tell all of who have domiciliary accounts that if they see more than $1,000 in private account, you will seize or auction it and replace with Naira." How will the economy be good when you are storing dollar in a Naira economy? Even me, auction my money, my brothers, and all former governors. Anybody that has dollar, auction it, change it, and give them Naira equivalent. Don't store money here. If you want to save Naira, go to America. If you want to save pounds, go to London. If you want to save euro, go to Europe. But Fayose, the brother of the former governor of Ekiti State, who incidentally is also having a running battle with the EFCC over alleged corruption, failed to note that most politicians do not have their dollars in the banks. How about that? Maybe he should recommend task force to be set up to invade people's homes, politicians, former governors, former presidents, and what have you, so that they will go and be digging the grounds of their mansions in search of dollars buried underground. Because I can bet that there are more dollars in the homes of these politicians and former leaders than even in the bank, including the septic tanks that they have in their homes. That should also be searched, so that we know that we are now running a voodoo economy fully, and that what we now have is a military dictatorship, no longer a democracy. Now, as I said, several newspapers carried this social media ranting of Fayose. That's made it something of interest. But even that didn't interest me much. But what was the alarm bell was when I saw a report by the Punch newspaper, because Punch has a lot of credibility. That report by Punch newspaper titled Operation Rescue Naira. Federal government considers converting $30 billion domiciliary deposit to Naira. The title of the report by Punch is Operation Rescue Naira. Federal government considers converting 30 billion domiciliary deposits to Naira. $30 billion domiciliary deposit to Naira. This will be a forceful conversion in a democracy to finally show that what we have is a pseudo-democracy or a mini military dictatorship. According to the report, there are strong indications that the federal government is mulling a policy that will result in the conversion of foreign currencies in domiciliary accounts of citizens to Naira to stabilize the national currency, which has recorded its worst performance in history. If it goes ahead with the plan, the government will order the conversion of foreign currencies sitting idly in individuals and corporate organizations' domiciliary accounts to Naira at a rate to be determined by the Central Bank of Nigeria. According to the Punch report, according to top presidency sources, the move is meant to stabilize the Naira, which recorded its biggest fall in the official Nigerian foreign exchange market recently, depreciating by 24% to close at 1,348 Naira per dollar. Now, this is my take before Tinubu and co ruin this economy totally and make Nigerian economy look like a child's play, make Nigerian economy resemble what you have in Venezuela and Zimbabwe. Before they do that, let us remind them the direction they are going, where it is going to end. Now let us examine the numbers from worldwide attempts at forceful de-dollarization. Now, what they are suggesting, what the federal government is planning to do, if the Punch report is correct, is what is called de-dollarization of an economy. So we are going to look at records of other countries that have tried it and how successful they were, whether de-dollarization make things worse or make them better. According to this channel's findings, only 4 out of 85 countries surveyed during 1980 to 2001 had ever succeeded in de-dollarization of their economy. Only 4 out of 85 countries surveyed during 1980 to 2001 succeeded in de-dollarization of their economy. Now, these two countries, the only one that actually succeeded is Israel and Poland. Mexico and Pakistan had a semblance of success, but their success could not be equated to what Poland and Israel had in doing that. But we're not going to go into the details of how Israel and Poland did it. But it is to show that only 4 countries out of 85 countries, and these studies were done by the International Monetary Fund, have been able to be successful in de-dollarization. Like I said, only Poland and Israel. And Israel was much more successful because they provided a kind of incentives for those who put in dollars in their economy. Whereas Poland didn't achieve the kind of success that Israel did, but it is still classified as a success compared to the other countries that were surveyed in this IMF report. Now, the de-dollarization had serious implications for economies. What it led to, according to this report, it led to doubling of capital flight. And a drastic reduction of bank credit to the private sector. In contrast to the few success stories of Israel and Poland, most countries have been unsuccessful in an attempt to de-dollarize their economy. Now, often, these attempts involve administrative enforcement without fully restoring confidence in the local currency. Involves administrative enforcement, like what Tinubu and co are planning to do if the Punch report is to be believed. That is administrative enforcement. They have not taken into consideration the real reason the economy, the dollar is preferred than the Naira. Why are the politicians themselves hoarding the dollars in their homes? There was a time they raided houses of judges and found dollars there. Why are they keeping dollars in their homes? Why is it that they don't have confidence in the Naira? The leaders, both in the National Assembly, the presidency, and what have you, if you are to go to their homes to search based on the task force, you are likely to see that they have more dollars in their homes than in the domiciliary accounts that Isaac Fayoshe is talking about. So when a country embarks on forceful conversion without really getting to the root of why their currency is doing so badly, what they get is failure. And if Nigeria tries it, they will join those countries that have failed when they attempted it. And the country, there will be consequences worse than what we have seen. And it will make Venezuela look like a child's play in Nigeria. So this report is saying that what they do mostly is administrative enforcement without fully restoring confidence in the local currency or eliminating the underlying instability that led to dollarization in the first place. Why are Nigerians more confident in dollar than in Naira? And who are these Nigerians? They are our leaders. They are our leaders in National Assembly, the governors, the presidency, and what have you. We have heard stories Go on confirm that anytime FARC shares money to the states, immediately they just pay salary, the rest of the money, the governors and what have you, convert them to dollars. It is out there in the public domain. People talk about it. Say, watch out the rate of the Naira to the dollar once FARC pays money to the states. Instead of addressing that problem, they are coming with voodoo economy, voodoo arrangement, whereby they will make Nigeria worse than they met it. Buhari left Nigeria worse than he met it in 2015. It appears that Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to leave Nigeria worse than he met it on May 29, 2023. Now, another typical example that they use in this study, in this IMF study, is that in both Peru and Bolivia, foreign currency deposits accounted for about 30% of total deposits in the 1980s. Now, both countries attempted forced conversion that led to an increase in cross-border deposits, capital flight, and reduced financial intermediation. If it happened in Nigeria, what we're going to see is that people will start moving their dollars to Benin Republic, moving their dollars to Togo, moving their dollars to Ghana or any other place but Nigeria. It will not be different from what you are seeing now. A lot of people are going to Ghana, going to Togo, going to Benin Republic to book flights outside Nigeria because it's more expensive to book flight from Nigeria to any part of the world right now. And the economy is paying a price. Don't forget, Nigeria is owing foreign airlines $800 million that's supposed to be remitted to these airlines. CBN is holding it. It's owing them. You can imagine what will happen when we start doing this, as they are suggesting it, at the presidency, because it appears that this is now a new thinking of those at the presidency, because what we are having now is what they call fire brigade approach, which is common in Nigeria, because it appears they have run out of ideas. Okay, they have run out of ideas on how to save the Naira. But I keep saying it. If you run out of ideas, go back to where you started. Stop the flotation of the Naira. Buhari tried flotation of the Naira in 2016. His fingers got burnt and he stopped. Tinubu can still do the same and stop to save the Naira. Because it is IMF and World Bank that want the flotation of the Naira. Godwin Emefiele, former governor of Central Bank, told the World Bank and IMF in 2022 that Nigeria will not float its currency. There will be no flotation of the currency, that it will lead to hyperinflation that will be uncontrollable. 2022, you can go and read the interview that Emefiele granted Bloomberg. He said it. And Emefiele was talking from experience, because they have tried flotation of the Naira briefly in 2016, and they saw that that is a no-no for Nigeria, a country that is import dependent. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu obviously got told to IMF and World Bank in search of legitimacy from foreign countries, given the manner in which he came to power with the lowest vote in Nigeria's history to be declared president. Don't forget, he was elected president of Nigeria, if you believe the INEC figure, by 8.7 million votes. If you calculate the vote of Atiku Abubakar, 6.9 million, Peter Obi, 6.1 million, Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, 1.4 million. If you calculate, it's nearly 15 million votes that was against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He is a president with the lowest mandate in Nigeria's history. And he needed to show the Western world that he is not against them by embracing IMF and World Bank conditionalities. It is the same thing that he did with ECOWAS in the coup that took place in Burkina Faso and all the rest. The way he acted, especially in Niger, imposing sanctions and doing everything just to convince France that he's on their side. Look at how it has backfired. Now, under his chairmanship of ECOWAS has disintegrated. And the same thing is happening to the Nigerian economy by kowtowing to the IMF and World Bank hegemony in insisting that Naira must be floated. This is where we are. So if they really want to stop Naira from sliding and going south and might even reach $3,000, 2,000 Naira to the dollar by Christmas of 2024, what they have to do is to do what the prodigal son did in the Bible. The Bible said that when the prodigal son came by himself, that's after deep thinking, he said, look, let me go back to where I'm coming from. So it will not be a bad idea for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go back to the era of protecting the Naira by MFL, if truly they want the Naira to be saved. Or in the alternative, do all they can to increase productivity. Follow the blueprints of Peter Obi, who had promised to move Nigeria from consumption to production. Now let us look at other implications of what they are planning to do. One of the implications is that the diaspora money that this country used to boast about and that had been part of the fund helping the economy of Nigeria, because let us be frank about it, because of the mess the APC had made of Nigerian economy, foreign direct investment in Nigeria is one of the lowest in the African continent, one of the lowest in developing countries. The money, most of the money coming from abroad are diaspora remittances. In 2022, 20.1 billion was remitted by Nigerian diasporans to the Nigerian economy. Now, if they do this, they are planning and carry out forceful conversion of money in people's domiciliary account, I can bet my bottom dollar that most Nigerians in abroad will no longer bring their dollars to Nigeria, and the economy will be worse off. As I said earlier on, already foreign direct investment in Nigeria is at its lowest ebb. So where are they going to get the money to run the country? Is it the money they are generating from oil alone? They should go and ask Venezuela. Venezuela is an oil producing country like Nigeria, and it's also a mono economy like Nigeria, dependent on crude oil export. Look at where Venezuela is. That is where Nigeria is headed, or worse. The next thing they should do is to stop consumption of foreign goods. In fact, the National Assembly members, they should all return back their vehicles if they had collected the SUVs and everything, and return them back to the sellers, or whatever they can do about it, resell it. And if they must need vehicles for project inspection or oversight function, they should go and purchase their vehicles from Innocent Motors or from Peugeot assembled vehicles in Kaduna. That is if they are really serious. But if not, if they go about this idea of literally closing down domiciliary account in Nigeria, because what it means is that a lot of people will just close their domiciliary account in Nigeria, and the country will be worse for it. And that is where they are headed, unless there's a rethink. And they need to rethink that fast, because that Punch report is an alarm bell that things are going to get worse if it will ever get better in Nigeria under the APC administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.